Good morning, children. Welcome back to the social science class. In our previous class, we know very well we have started the lesson Mauryas and Kushanas. So, as we have started the lesson Mauryas and Kushanas, we have already came to know about some of the important reference sources related to the Mauryas. So, now we are about to start the next important concept of this lesson, which is none other than Chandragupta Maurya. So actually the Chandragupta Maurya's period starts from 321 to 298 BC. Okay, so during this period Chandragupta Maurya was there in the rule, and usually Chandragupta Maurya founded the Mauryan Empire. So the founder of the Mauryan Empire itself is the Chandragupta Maurya. Okay, so Chandragupta came to power by dethroning the last king of Nanda dynasty. So how the Chandragupta came to the power means he defeated the last king of Nanda dynasty, and once it was possible for him to defeat the last king of the Nanda dynasty, he became the next ruler of the Mauryan dynasty. And actually he defeated him under the guidance of his teacher, that is the Kautilya. And at the age of 25, actually at the age of 25 itself, he done that achievement. By this time, the northwest of India was ruled by a representative of Alexander. So actually during that time, no, the North India, so it was ruled by the representative of the Alexander, Seleucus Nicator, till Punjab. So in 305 BC, Chandragupta Maurya declared war against him, and the battle ended in an agreement. So according to it, Seleucus handed over 4 territories that included today's Afghanistan, Balochistan to Chandragupta Maurya. Moreover, he married his daughter to him. So with this, the Magadha Empire established a rule over northwestern area. So like this, so the Magadha Empire was there, no? It was able to stress its boundaries till to the northwestern area. So as per a Jain tradition, so according to the Jain tradition, no, it is said that Chandragupta Maurya handed over his reign to his son Bindusara after accepting Jainism in his last days. So finally, this Chandragupta Maurya at his last days, no, he accepted or he embraced the Jainism, and once he embraced the Jainism, no, he gave his kingdom or he gave his rule to his son by name Bindusara. So it is said that he later traveled to Shravanabalagola in Karnataka along with Jaina sages. So after that, the Chandragupta Maurya traveled Shravanabalagola in Karnataka along with the Jain sages, Bhadrabahu and others. So Bhadrabahu, he used to be known as one of the most important Jaina sages during that time. Finally, the tradition says that he undertook Sallekhana Varta and passed away there itself. So some of the traditions are going to say that after this Chandragupta Maurya undertook Sallekhana Vrta, and when he took this Sallekhana Vrta, no, he passed away there itself. Okay, so this is the life of the Chandragupta Maurya. So after the Chandragupta Maurya, we are going to discuss about the Emperor Ashoka. See, one of the most powerful and one of the famous emperor of India, who is none other than Emperor Ashoka, and his period starts from 273 to 232 BC. For your kind information, once you are going to turn the pages of Indian history, you are going to see the name of Emperor Ashoka written in the golden words. Okay, so he was very popular during that time. So as he was very popular, his name has been written with the help of golden words. The most popular emperor of India, Ashoka, is from this dynasty only. Which dynasty? That is the Mauryan dynasty. So the emperor Ashoka belongs to the Maurya dynasty, and he was the son of Bindusara. and he was the grandson of Chandragupta Maurya. And he was the governor of Ujjain and Takshashila during his father's reign. So when Bindusara was in rule, no? So during that time, this Ashoka, he was the governor of Ujjain and the Takshashila. So he suppressed an uprising at Takshashila. So in Takshashila, some of the people were rebelling against the king, and this Ashoka was able to suppress that rebellings. And at the same time, after the death of his father Bindusara, it is said that Ashoka had to kill all his 99 brothers to assume the throne. Now you see, it's very very important for you to understand. Actually, after the death of his father, that is the Bindusara, in order to become the next ruler of this Mauryan dynasty, this Ashoka was supposed to kill 99 his own brothers. So, in the sense, Bindusara was having 100 sons. So, as per Buddhist traditions, probably there was an internal war among the brothers for about 4 years. So, according to the traditions of the Buddhist, what we are going to say that probably there were 4 years internal war in between the brothers to become the next important ruler of the Mauryan dynasty. It is assumed that he ascended throne in the year 269 BC. So finally, Ashoka came to the power in 269 BC, and he waged a war against Karinga 8 years later. So after that, so he waged the war against the Karinga, and this was the only waged by him after becoming a king. And this Karinga War is going to be considered as one and only war which was waged by Ashoka after he became the king. And this Karinga War is going to have its own importance in the history of India. Okay, so let us discuss about the Karinga War also in detail. Ashoka declared war on the Karingas, who refused to accept the rule of Mauryan Empire in 261 BC. So actually, Karinga War, it was declared by Ashoka only on the Karingas, the people those who are living in Karinga. Actually, these Karingas, they refused to accept the rule of Mauryan Empire. And when they refused to accept the rule of Mauryan Empire, then automatically Ashoka declared the war against them in 261 BC. The 13th rock inscription of Ashoka provides more information on this battle. So actually, many of the inscriptions were written during the period of Ashoka. Among them, 13th. So this inscription is going to give a clear-cut information about the Karinga battle. So according to it, Ashoka declared war on Karinga 8 years after assuming the throne. In the sense, you see, he became the ruler in 269 and he declared the war after 8 years, in the sense 277. Okay, so in this battle, 150,000 prisoners were taken. So in this battle, what happened to see? 150,000 prisoners were taken. 1 lakh people died. Many more became refugees. So it was one of the huge battle which took place between the Ashoka and Karingas. And though Karinga was won by Ashoka, he was disturbed by the deaths and the pains of the battle. So actually, finally Ashoka was able to win the battle. Even though Ashoka won the battle, so by seeing number of deaths and number of pains which were took place in this battle, it disturbed the mind of Ashoka, and he considered victory of religion is better than the victory in the battle of field. So finally, what Ashoka considered means the victory of religion is better than the victory of battle in the battlefield. So he went into repentance on seeing the devastation created by the war. So actually he was totally, what we can say means distressed by or frustrated by seeing the destruction which took place in the battle or in the war. On being inspired by Buddhism, he dedicated his remaining life to spread the message of peace. So finally, as he was also inspired by the Buddhism, so last years of his life, no, he totally dedicated his life in order to spread the message of peace through the Buddhism. Okay, so this is about the Ashoka. So today we have discussed about the Chandragupta Maurya and the Emperor Ashoka as well as the Karinga War. So with this, we are going to wind up today's class here itself. In the next class, we are going to discuss the Buddhism and Ashoka's inscriptions also in detail. Till to that, bye. See you.